Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to be unboxing Ninja's ST101 Flip Toaster.
What the heck is a flip toaster?
Well, we're going to unbox it and find out. So you ready? Let's get into this. Just an FYI on the shipping box, they got the model right here, ST101, but I'm hoping there's not a grill in the box. All right, let's get this son of a gun open. All right, so it is my toaster. Looking at the top of the box, there's a picture of the toaster. What this is a toaster oven, but it's not like any toaster oven you've ever seen. It can be set in the upright position where it's just a regular toaster, or you can flip it downward and it becomes an oven capable of baking at 400 degrees. Here's some of the stuff you can do here. We've got some nuggets here, taquitos, bagels, looks like some sort of chicken dish, some toast, and it looks like a little bit of baked chicken breast or something like that. It's a 1500 watt toaster, so that's pretty good. It's got the bake tray, which is right there. And you can see right there, there's a couple little mini pizzas on it, and comes with a recipe guide. Looking at the front here, pretty much the same information here, except now you got waffles, you got pizza, and it looks like you got some nachos here too. And the only other thing to note on this is on one side you got a feature guide here. There's a lever in case you don't know what a lever's for. It's got a touch screen display, which is surprising actually. And the toaster's got an extra wide slot here so you can put stuff like bagels in there no problem. All right, let's open this up again. You know, these safety sheets always make me laugh. These are in here to protect the manufacturer, and it means that somebody did this stuff, so they have to give you a warning not to do that stuff. Like, don't put your toaster inside of your oven. And yeah, okay. Safety instructions, don't need those. And right here we got your getting started guide, showing you how to work the thing. Some tips and tricks, going through the functions. And a feature that I love about all Ninja products is that they give you a whole bunch of little recipes and stuff in here for things you can make in that particular device. They're always nice and full color like this, and the instructions are usually really well laid out. And I'll tell you what, I really appreciate that. And as a result, I never forget where these are because they have cool stuff in them and I don't want to lose them. Look, hazelnut s'mores. Okay, enough of that. Okay, what do we got here? Looks like we've got the handle to the bake pan. We'll just set that aside right here. Let go. And wow, this is actually a little bigger than I thought it was. That's not a bad thing, that's actually a good thing. Right here, we've got our bake tray. And this just slides into the oven. And right there is where the handle connects. We'll go ahead and put that on right now. The handle just kind of ratchets on here. Pretty slick design. It doesn't actually require any tools or anything to put it on. And it doesn't back off once you've got it on there, so that's pretty cool. Okay, the only other thing in the box we got here is the actual toaster. Let's take this out and get the box out of the way. I'll tell you what, the video is not going to do this thing justice at all. I'll tell you what, the box says touchscreen, but this is definitely not a touchscreen. You can feel the buttons down in here. Not a big deal really, since I wasn't expecting that anyway. But Ninja people, if you're out there and you're watching this video, then you really need to address that. Back underneath here is a lever for the toaster, and you can see how wide this gap really is. And it can actually fold out just a tiny bit further as well. On the back here, you got a little tray that can be pulled out here in the back, and that's so you can keep it clean and collect all your crumbs. And as you can see, this can be in the upright position here as a toaster, but it's sitting on a stand here that allows the entire top portion to tilt downward. And once it's in this position here, then you can use this as an oven, and this is your tray. So that slides right in here. So what you're gonna do is you pull back the toaster lever and then it'll lock in the back, and then this just slides right in here just like that. Pretty cool, huh? If I pull this back out and tilt this back up, then it automatically releases that lever. Let's go ahead and plug this in and give it a quick cycle on both features. So go ahead and turn this on. And as you can see, we have separate sections here for the oven and for the toaster. And since this is in the upright position, the toaster light is on. You've got your darkness setting here that we can bring up and down. As I change these, the number here will change as well. So if I want it a little bit lighter, go down to 1. Or if I want it darker, this will go all the way up to 7. We'll just put this at like a 3, and then you would select what you want to do, whether it would be toast or something thicker like a bagel, and also whether it's something that needs to be defrosted or not, because a lot of people like to keep their breads in the freezer. So I'll just say we're not defrosting, and we're doing toast, and we'll go ahead and start a quick cycle. Once you pull that lever down, you got a countdown that will start, so you know exactly how much time you have left in your toast. And if you look closely, you can see the heating elements already coming on, and it's pretty hot coming out of here almost immediately. So far, this is pretty slick. Oh, well, that was pretty abrupt. Once that timer runs out, I'll go ahead and release the bread you got in there. And it doesn't appear that you're ever gonna have any problem with the bread getting stuck down in there. In fact, I got a feeling that if you got really light bread in there, it might come shooting out, but we'll see about that in the future. Now let's take a quick look at the oven feature. Okay, so we go ahead and tilt this down. And as you can see, when we did that, it automatically switched over to the oven controls. The first thing you'll notice is that it says lock here. And that means that it's reminding you that you need to lock the handle down here on the toaster. So we'll go ahead and slide that down. It'll lock it, and now it gives us control of everything else. So if we were cooking some nuggets in here or something, you would just put them onto your bake tray, slide that in here, and then we would choose what we want to do. There's reheat, there's broil, and there's bake. Broil means it's going to cook from the top. Bake means it's going to try to cook it evenly. And reheat just means that you've got something that you already pre-cooked and you're just warming it back up again. So we'll say we're going to do a bake. Then we're going to set our temperature. We'll say maybe to 325 or so. And then we would click this button again and we would get our time. That's 12 minutes. So we'll just set this for 1 minute just so I can show you this really quick. And once you're satisfied with your settings, just go ahead and hit start. And once again, it's going to give us that same countdown that we had with the toaster. By the way, if this is your first time here and you want to learn some cool new recipes, get some great cooking tips and tricks and all sorts of other kitchen related things, then start now by subscribing to the channel and clicking the notification bell so you never miss a thing. Once it gets done, it'll chime at you and it'll tell you that it's done. And then hopefully whatever you got in here will be all finished. I'll tell you what, one problem I've always had with toaster ovens is that they do pretty good jobs as ovens, but technically not so great as far as a toaster goes because you don't really get a typical toaster function. This machine, on the other hand, seems to be a toaster first and an oven second. So as we're testing this thing out for our review, one of the big points of interest is going to be how well it functions as an oven and if it's big enough to be convenient. At first look, one feature that I really do like is the fact that you got separate controls for the baking and for the toasting, and also that it flips up to save space. So really, this thing takes up no more space on your countertop than a toaster would. And if you ever bought a traditional toaster oven before, you'll know that a lot of those are almost as big as a countertop microwave. So that could be a big plus. If you'd like more information about the Ninja Foodi Flip Toaster, we do have an Amazon affiliate link for it down in the description of the video. Stay tuned for a couple of weeks and we'll try out a few recipes on this thing and we'll post a full review as soon as possible. If you'd like to learn a little bit more about us, you can check out a couple more videos or you can check us out online at joesphenomenal.com. I thank you so much for taking a little bit of time out of your busy day to watch this video. It really means a lot to me and I can't wait to see you back again here really soon. So until that time, I'm Joe and I hope you have a phenomenal day. Take it easy.